I don't remember the exact second I realized the prison was breathing, but I remember the taste. Copper pennies and cold bacon grease clogging the back of my throat. One breath in, one breath out, the walls swelling like a lung behind ribs of rusted rebar. I'd driven 4 hours to reach a town GPS refuses to name, headlights cutting through fog so thick it felt like driving inside a lung myself. The sign at the county line used to read, Northgate, population 2014. Tonight, the numbers are spray-painted over. A crooked zero, the only thing left. A circle that feels more like a warning than a count. I pull up at 2:59 a.m., engine running, driver door cracked so the interior light throws a rectangle across the gravel. In that rectangle, I see my boot print fill with water. Only it isn't water. It's rust, bright orange, climbing the leather like ivy. The prison waits beyond the chain link, a black tooth jammed into the skyline. No lights, no guards, just the silhouette of something that forgot how to die. I tell myself I'm here for footage, for views, for the algorithm that eats curiosity and shouts it back as numbers. Truth is, I'm here because a stranger DM'd me a clipping. 37 guards, 245 inmates vanished Halloween 2009. Trays still hot. Radios still hiss. At the bottom of the clipping, a single line handwritten in red ink. Come alone. Bring no light. The walls like it dark. I laugh, but the laugh stalls in my chest, hits something solid, something that beats back. I kill the engine. Silence rushes in, thick as wool, and underneath it a low mechanical inhale, the kind of sound you feel in your molars before you hear it in your ears. I shoulder my pack, click record, step through the hole cut in the fence. The moment my boot touches the slab, the fog sucks backward, as if the building inhaled every molecule of moisture in the county. The front gate stands open, jaws welded mid-scream, bars twisted like taffy cooled too fast. I pass under the archway where the metal detector once beeped, but tonight it sags, wires gutted, mouth torn out. Above me, the intercom speaker dangles by a single brown wire, cone vibrating even though there's no power, vibrating with the same breath I felt outside, slower, heavier, patient. I whisper, "Anybody home?" The speaker answers, voice thin as floss, pitch exactly mine. "Not for long." I freeze, thumb on the flashlight, every horror channel instinct screaming, "Light it up!" But the note said, "Bring no light." The walls like it dark. And suddenly obeying feels less like caution and more like survival. I leave the torch off, let the camera's night sensor paint the hall in sick green, every pixel twitching. The corridor stretches, floor waxed to a mirror sheen reflecting ceiling pipes that drip something thicker than water, slower than blood. My boots leave prints that fill behind me, orange blooming in each heel mark, breadcrumbs of rust leading back to a gate that might not stay open. I pass the first cell, door wide, bunk stripped, walls tattooed with tally marks that stop at 13. The final scratch torn deep, desperate, different direction, like whoever held the nail changed their mind mid-scream. On the pillow, a single playing card, Queen of Hearts, face scratched out, red ink leaking through the paper like the card itself is bleeding. I flip it. On the back, ink still wet, your turn. I drop the card. It lands face up, Queen now smiling with my own teeth. Camera catches it, I swear I feel the enamel in my gums shift. I keep walking, faster, corridor narrowing, ceiling dropping, air thickening, each inhale tasting more like the last meal I'll ever eat. At the chapel double doors I stop, wood swollen, hinges weeping rust tears. I push, doors don't swing, they exhale. Breath warm as skin, carrying the smell of Sunday school glue and copper communion trays. Inside, pews snapped in half, altar cloth shredded into nooses that dangle exactly head height, swaying though there's no draft. On the altar, a stainless tray, 2 boiled eggs steaming, shells cracked just enough to show pupils blinking inside the whites. I gag, step back, heel lands on something soft, an officer's cap, badge still warm, nameplate reading Gomez. The same guard who made the last radio call, the same voice now crackling through my recorder, though the speaker is dead. Recorder says, "Ray, repeat, officer down, repeat, officer." Then my own voice finishes the sentence, "Is me." I bolt. Tray clatters, eggs roll, pupils track me like security cameras. Chapel doors slam behind, though I never touched them. Breath cut off mid-scream. Hallway longer than geometry allows, cells now all shut, doors humming like tuning forks, each window slot revealing only darkness that leans forward, presses glass, hungry. I run, boots slipping on rust-slick floor, every footfall sounding like applause from an audience I can't see but can feel against my neck. Behind me something walks without rhythm, metal dragging, sparks invisible but audible, a sound that forgets echo and simply follows. I reach the bullet hole exit, squeeze through, fence wires slice my jacket, skin stings. I tumble outside, grass cold, fog gone, moon new. Silence. Surgical. I stand, heart hammering, realize I left the camera inside, dangling from pew, still recording. I almost leave it, almost drive, almost choose sanity. Then the building exhales again, and I hear my mother call my childhood nickname, voice thin through brick, a name no living soul knows I still answer to. I turn, walk back, because some doors only close from the inside, and I am the last key. Chain link seals behind me like a zipper. Moon ducks behind cloud. Prison lights flick on one by one, not bulbs but eyes, and they blink in sequence, counting down from 10. I step through the hole a second time, whisper to the dark, "I'm home." The walls answer, breath warm against my ear, words soft as scripture, "Welcome back, Jake. We kept your bed warm." I walk forward, corridors stretching, ceiling lowering, air thickening, each inhale tasting more like the last breath I'll ever need. Camera, red light winks ahead, still dangling, still rolling, lens pointed at me but screen shows only empty hallway. My figure erased. My shadow staying inside the frame, though I stand outside it. I reach for the camera. Hand passes through empty air. Device invisible to touch, but visible to lens. Recording a ghost who looks exactly like me, smiling with teeth I haven't grown yet. Behind the smile, the hallway folds, concrete bending like cardboard, revealing a second hallway, older, brick, cells with iron bars, not steel, a ward that never existed on any blueprint, a wing that waits for the sound of my footsteps to remember it is real. I step across the threshold, boots echoing on stone older than the state, air tasting of coal and confession. The breath of the prison now synced to my own, inhale for inhale, exhale for exhale, until I can't tell which lung is mine and which is brick. The corridor doesn't end. It closes, brick by brick, sealing behind me like a wound scabbing in fast forward. My shadow detaches, stays welded to the final frame, waving goodbye with my own hand. The red light on the camera blinks once, then dies. Screen black, audio silent, and heartbeat included. Somewhere a gate clangs, inside my chest, and the sound stops. Story over. No breath left to tell it again.